What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping on by. I know it's been a minute, but I got a lot of stuff going on, so I have to take care of that first. But I apologize, and I'm going to try my best to stay up on making videos for everyone. So, if you're not one of my subscribers, go ahead and hit that subscribe. For everybody that subscribe, comments, like, and share. Whatever it is that you comment that you want me to talk about or cover, I will definitely do so in my next video. So let's get into it. So I think it's dope that people are already questioning me about when is my next episode gonna drop. Like it made me feel like in a good way. It made me feel some type of way. but yeah. So I was at work and one of my coworkers walked up on me. It was all like, "Hey," like first one of my coworkers walked up on me and was like, "Hey, I heard about your podcast. This and this and this." I'm like I got super defensive. I'm like, "What? How did you find out about my podcast?" Then he told me how he found out. I was like, "Oh, okay, well, like not to be like defensive or anything, but I was very curious on like how did my podcast get out like that." But hey, I appreciate the what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much thanks for letting it get out. But anyways, one of the topics that one of my coworkers requested that I talk about is like video games, and he specifically wanted me to talk about Elden Ring, whatever it's called. And I guess you guys could pretty much assume that by me not knowing how to say it, pretty much says that I don't know how to or know anything about it. So with that being known, there goes that topic. No, I'm just playing. But I played a little bit of it, like a couple minutes, like 5 minutes tops. And I didn't get myself too involved in it, is because one, it was on a P5 and I'm not rich enough to have a P5. And I didn't want to like get drawn into it, especially if I can't like borrow it or whatever else or go get it. But it has gotten a lot of good reviews based on everybody I spoke to, and my brother-in-law told me that I should get it and so on and so forth, and it's amazing, all that jazz. But I haven't played it yet, but I kind of want to, but not really, because my coworker told me that if I spend at least 30 hours playing it, then I could be able to have a good summary of the whole gameplay and so on and so forth. But I have not. So, just a random game to talk about is the Resident Evil series. I played Resident Evil 2, which everybody was going nuts about when it dropped or before it dropped, that it's the best one out and all that jazz. But me personally, I played it. I haven't played it like back in the day, but I played it like the remake, and I wasn't too thrilled about it, I'm not gonna lie. Then Resident Evil 3, I'm not gonna lie, I bought it, but I never played it. I know that is not what a Resident Evil fan should say, but I just been tied up with all these other different games to play. And then on top of that, my brother-in-law told me that it's like a specific pattern that I should do. Yeah, do a little more. There is a specific pattern that I should beat the game. It's like beat Leon second, but beat the whole game in whatever way with Leon. But then you have to go back and play as Claire and beat hers. Apparently, yes, good. And there's two different ways to beat the game, like Leon A and Leon B, and Claire A and Claire B. So apparently you have to beat Claire B, then Leon's A, then Claire's A to Leon's B. So that's what it is that he told me. Yes. Yes. Sheesh. So yeah, so I didn't start playing 3 until I was able to do that, but haven't been able to get around to that. But then Resident Evil 6 dropped. I played it and I liked it. I haven't played all the characters all the way through. But when I get it on my P4, I'm definitely going to do so. Because I got it on my Xbox and 360. I got it on all the consoles pretty much besides the P4. Then, hands down, I'm not going to lie, hands down, the scariest game I've ever played was Resident Evil 7. I got it for the Xbox and I got it for the P4. I got it for the P4 back when everybody was getting those stimulus checks, and I ended up getting it with the VR, and I beat the whole game for the Xbox. And I was playing it specifically at night with my Turtle Beaches on full blast. And that is the first game ever that I've ever played that caused me to pause the game, turn on the lights, and regain myself. Because there was a specific part that had me tripping. And at that moment, it reminded me of my brother-in-law. I know that he probably wouldn't want me to say it, but it's funny. But every time, he told me that every time when he play a Resident Evil game, whenever he sees a zombie, he paused the game and have to regain himself, which I thought was funny. So then that, by me playing that part in Resident Evil 7, kind of punched me in the face about it. But then there's a Resident Evil 8 Village. When that dropped, I got it hands down. I'm a Resident Evil fan, so I had to get it. I played it, and I was at my sister-in-law's house, and I told her, hey, I'm about to play this scary game. Please don't mess with me, because I'll get scared. And so on and so forth. Just to, let her know that I'm going to be streaming it and whatnot. So she was like, all right, I got you. I won't mess with you. So, started playing it. And I was deep into the game, and a scary part was coming up. And then she literally, the SWAT, kicked the door in and scared the heck out of me. Whoops. My bad, y'all. I completely jumped over to Resident Evil 4 and 5. I'll get back to that right now. But after she scared me, I was like, dude, that's messed up. But it's still a funny story to tell. But rest in peace. But back to Resident Evil 4. So technically speaking, there's about 3 editions of Resident Evil 4 that dropped. One was originally for the GameCube. Then they made pretty much a remaster for like the Xbox, and I believe the PlayStation 3, I think. I'm not sure. I wasn't a PlayStation person back then. I was more of an Xbox person. So I got it for the 360 and the Xbox One, and then I don't know. I don't know if I got the Resident Evil 5 for the Xbox One, but I know I got it for the 360 though. I ain't gonna lie about that. But Resident Evil 4 has always been a good classic. The storyline and the whole game was good, but then the Resident Evil 4 remake, now they did their thing, and that everything was so much better, so crisp, and yeah, it may have been different in a bunch of different ways, but it still had the same like game line. So I bought it, I played it, and I believe I'm almost done. Excuse me. Or I think I beat it. I completely forgot. It's been a while. Excuse me. And then Resident Evil 5. I played it so many times. I've beaten it so many times. And I want to get it for the P5 so that I could be able to get like all the trophies and all that good stuff. And just enjoy the game and stream it for everybody to be able to watch on my Twitch account. And the game is good. No complaints or anything like that. That was like one of the first, well, besides Call of Duty, but like more like a co-op game, was one of the first ones that I know of. That was the first co-op online for the Xbox 360, which was amazing. So I want to get it for the P5, or not P5. I'm not rich. But I want to get it for the P4 so I could be able to play it. And I also heard that they're going to make a remake of, I believe, Resident Evil 5. And it's a rumor, but they're saying that they're going to be doing a remake of Resident Evil Code Veronica, which I never played, and I'm not going to lie. But I'll look into it. Oh, and also they're talking about that they're going to do a remake. It's official, I believe, that they're going to do a remake of the original original Resident Evil. There we go. And like even back then, I wasn't too fond of the like moving the analog up and down just to aim at certain things. I like to move like all around type stuff. So I wasn't too thrilled about that. So if they do if they do end up doing a remake of Resident Evil, I really hope that they put in a mode where you could be able to move it all around instead of just up and down and all that stupid stuff. I didn't like it at all. But I did see the trailer and the graphics were crisp. Mwah. But Resident Evil 9 is official in the making, which I am massively thrilled about. I haven't really done too much digging into that. But either way it goes, it's a continuation off of Resident Evil 7, So, or my bad, not 7, Resident Evil 8. So I'm definitely got to get it. And that's all the Resident Evils that came out. Well, not really all of them, because there's the like off branch like Revelations, Revelation 2. Back in the day when before the P4 and the Xbox One came out, it was all about 360 and P3. There was a Resident Evil game that came out called Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Now that, I'm not gonna lie, that was a good game. A lot of people said that they hated it. But me, I liked it. I still got it in the closet. But I really hope that they do a remake of that, or enhance the graphics and the style, you name it, whatever. But I hope that they make that or remake that. Other than that, that's all. I covered all the Resident Evil games that I've played. I haven't played Code Veronica at all back in the day, but if they do make a remake of that, I definitely would play that, or at least look into it. But anyways, and another topic that one of my coworkers wanted me to talk about is pretty much loyalty of all natures, like friendship loyalty, relationship loyalty, family loyalty. If I haven't said it, friendship. Yeah, I said friendship loyalty. But I am starting to realize that, like, I'm also playing Assassin's Creed Origins, based on like Egypt and pyramids and all that good stuff. And I'm just playing it, and there was a part that I was at in the game where that there was a pharaoh and their servants, and the servants would go anywhere that the pharaoh would go, and pretty much saying that if the pharaoh would need them to take an arrow back in the day, take an arrow for the pharaoh. Hey, look at them bars. No, I'm just playing. If they wanted the servant to take an arrow for them, then they'll do so. And that right there is massive loyalty right there. Which nowadays there is no type of loyalty whatsoever. Dealing with relationships, there's always somebody that is cheating or not interested or whatever. But my thing for relationships is that if there is, or even the assumption of cheating, that is because that individual is giving themselves too many options. Instead of being satisfied with the one that they do have, they go give themselves options. And that's when cheating and disloyalty comes from. Dealing with relationship. And dealing with friendships. Like me, I'm not trying to sound conceited or anything, but I am very real and genuine about my friendship and any type of relationship, family relationship, or friendship, my relationship, any type of ships there is. But for my family, if they needed something and I'm not doing nothing, then I would definitely drop whatever it is I'm doing and go and help. Same with friendships. I have done a lot of things to help out my friends. Like my old used to be friend, but he just randomly cut me off. Like if he needed me to take him somewhere or whatever, or go to his house and help him clean, do yard work, whatever. If I'm not doing nothing, why not? Why not help? And then dealing with like anything, any relationship, like friendship, even co-workers, like with all ships, people come and go, and that is highly unfortunate because you put in your time and share your interest and all that stuff just to, for what? For somebody to take what it is that you're saying to benefit them or to use against you? That is fake. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm well known in my job in a good way, not a bad way, like some individuals, but I'm not going to cover that. But I am well known throughout the whole, pretty much all the ranks. Everybody knows me. And some people fail to realize that no matter what it is that you say about me behind my back, it will always come back to me. It may not come back to me like instantly, but just know it always eventually comes back. A couple days, weeks, couple months, whatever. It always comes back to me. And one thing that everybody should question themselves and question themselves about their friends is that if your friend were to hear something about you, what is it that they would do? Would they stand up and be like, hey, don't talk about them, no, whatever, or defend you? Like, oh, this guy Mikey is lazy, and that's your friend. So like, hey, he ain't lazy. You may have just caught him on a bad day, or he had stuff going on in his head, and you name it. If they do that, then they're real. They're real and genuine. But there are a lot of individuals that will sit there and befriend you and have other friends as well, but then talk stuff about another one of their so-called friends. Which people need to realize with those type of individuals within their circle, they need to realize that if they're friends with you and they're talking about another one of their friends, what's to say if they are doing the same thing about you? When you walk away, they go behind your back and start talking stuff. That is something that everybody should reevaluate themselves and their friendship about, because nobody likes anybody that talks about each other behind their backs or anything like that. Like me, personally, if I'm cool with somebody, I'll speak good. Like, if somebody were to come up to me and say that one of my friends is too slow or lazy or whatever it may be, I will jump in and I will genuinely tell them, like, look, they're having a bad day. Everybody has bad days, and today must have been that day for them. So, pretty much, back off. But my thing is that nobody does that for me. I'm speaking more so like anywhere. So that's why I stick to myself. I may not speak much, but realize I notice a lot of things. I may not speak upon it, I may not react to it or retaliate to it, but no, I know things. And it's real crazy how a lot of people at all employments, anywhere you can go, McDonald's, Checkers, Taco Bell, the airport, colleges, factories, whatever you may want to like label employment as. But it's real messed up how people could sit there and develop a friendship with somebody and then just completely turn their backs on them. And that's real messed up and fake. And like anybody could say it. And I'm not only speaking on my behalf, I'm speaking about for others. Other people will sit there and say it. So if you feel some type of way about what it is I'm saying, hey, as my podcast name, I'm speaking nothing but facts. So on the behalf of everyone I speak to, they'll say the same thing, that is fake. So with that being known, like, that's why I just keep to myself. I used to have a bunch of friends throughout the whole time I've been at my job. People come, people go. For the real ones, they'll stick around. For the other ones, they'll just keep it pushing. So with that being known, just evaluate yourself, reevaluate yourself, and pay attention to your surroundings. And even if it may be the littlest things, it could start to be a little thing, but then it end up growing into a big thing. So with that being known, question yourself, are my friends defending me behind my back? Or more or less, are my friends defending, well, whatever, you know what I mean. Are pretty much, as your friends defending you behind your back? Or are they just letting it be? That's the only person that has the answer to that question is you. So look into that, and it'll pretty much save a lot of time and effort, because if you know that somebody's sitting there standing up for you, then that'll make somebody feel a lot better. But for individuals that want to just mysteriously just stop talking to you, then you gotta do what you gotta do and keep it pushing, with or without them. You could have them around just to waste time, whatever, but just realize that if you do that and have these non-loyal friends around, or whatever you want to call it, then you're just going to have to deal with the consequences of having those individuals around that will start rumors and spread rumors and cause more problems. Because it's just real unfortunate. And then you never know. Because like with some of my friends at my job, like I tell them, like, if somebody were to say anything about you, look, I got your back. Like if a manager or anybody were to like try to come at you sideways or oh, I saw this individual not working, or I saw this person take a longer break, or saw this person eating, I'll stand up and be like, look, this is what's going on. So keep it pushing. But for those individuals that do have your back, hey, keep them close. My nose itch. But, yeah. And me, I show my appreciation to everybody in unique ways. Like, it's kind of complicated to explain to people outside of my job of what it is that I do, or the positions and you name it. It's very complicated for people to understand. But I'm just going to try to keep it, like, I suppose, casual, I suppose. I don't know what to say or word it. But pretty much, there was one manager and about 3 assistant managers that I end up doing something special for, because the position that I was doing requires somebody to come and cover you so that you could go to the bathroom or get something to drink or whatever. So you need them to be able to come and cover you to go to the bathroom or do whatever you need to do. And for that single manager and those other 3 assistant managers, like, they came and relieved a bunch of people to go to the bathroom or whatever it may be, and they come up without an attitude or any type of negative vibes or negative energy or anything like that. They came like, hey, what's up? You gotta use the bathroom? Okay, good, I got you. Go use the bathroom. And then when you come back, they'll say, like, hey, you done? All right, cool. All right, here you go. And then they'll just continue with other stuff that they were doing or relieving other individuals. So by me realizing that, there's a lot of things that a lot of people can admit that there is no, I suppose you could say, proper recognition. Like doing like little shout outs, hey, what's up? Thanks for helping me, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, it's going to just be like, hello. It just comes and goes. But by somebody showing some type of recognition, it'll make them feel a lot better and appreciated. And by them doing that stuff for me and others, I ain't gonna lie, I made them brownies. Special brownies. No, I'm just playing. I made them regular brownies. I don't know how to do all that other extra stuff. But I made them brownies to show them my appreciation for them doing their responsibilities, their duties. I think there was a word. I forget what it was. But pretty much coming in to help without any type of negativity. So I made brownies and I brought it to them, and they all said it was amazing and that they appreciate it. It's like everybody needs some type of recognition / appreciation. Some people, they just do it here and there and just call it a day. But for people who actually, like, don't have any type of negativity or negative vibes or energy or anything like that, then, yeah. So you get where I'm going with that. So with that, all that being said, just show appreciation to your people, your friends, and just let everybody know what your true intentions are. If you want a long-term like relationship, friendship, or whatever it may be with somebody, then just be genuine with them. If they start saying stuff that you don't like them to say, then speak up. I understand completely that the world is coming to I don't know what to say it as, but they don't like confrontations. They don't like any type of disagreements, because if anybody disagrees with somebody, they think it's going to turn into an argument and escalate from there. So if somebody's saying something that you don't like, then speak up. Don't sit there and start spreading rumors and so on and so forth that they said something that you don't like. And even if like you don't want any type of like intense vibes or energy or any type of stuff like that, or any type of possibility of confrontation, then just pull them aside and just be one-on-one instead of the whole group. Just be like, hey, you were saying this, it didn't sit well with me. Can you like watch it or not speak upon that topic, or throw in some PG-13 words in it type stuff. But just speak upon it, because the world is becoming too sensitive, and it's ridiculous. And to talk about the top number one person that seems to be getting out there now, well, not now, but making a comeback or something, but it's your boy Eminem. He dropped a new album, and it is fire. I'm not gonna lie, it's fire. Yeah, some of the stuff was all like, what did he just say? But it's like, for me anyways, and a bunch of people that know about the original Slim Shady knows how he is. And even to this day, nobody can mess with him. Like I said in my last episode, nobody can touch him. Anybody who tries to touch him, he will bury them. And his new album should definitely have gotten through to all these new, Gen Z, or I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into the gens and whatnot. I don't know. But apparently this Gen Z and everybody else is trying to shut him down for being himself, which causes a lot of people to try to change him for who he is. If nobody likes him for who he is, hey, look, there's other mumble rappers out here and all that stuff. You don't have to sit here and listen to Eminem. It's not like he's going to be sitting there doing concerts every day in front of you type deal. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. And if you don't want to see anything about it, don't look. Look the other way, or keep scrolling, or whatever it may be. Skip, you name it. So, for everybody that is so tight about it, and the meaning of tight in the way I said it is like so upset about it. I just lost my chain of thought, I'm not gonna lie. But pretty much for everybody that is so upset about his like the wordings in his tracks. Like, why is it that you're so tight about it? I don't think that he knows any of his fans specifically by name and their lifestyle and you name it. If they have a disability or not. Why is everybody getting so tight about what it is that he's saying in his tracks? He's not speaking on you. And if you do feel some type of way about it, then, as I said, don't listen to it. Now, if he was specifically targeting you, saying you got all these problems, then that's just something that you're going to just have to take care of within yourself and within, like, with him. But he's not targeting anybody specifically, like, within, like, normal society. Unless they're, like, famous and whatever else. But, yeah. So with that being known, his new album is fired. There's one song that gets me each and every time. It's emotional, and it was the song that he did for his daughter, and that song gets me in my head, and it just makes me emotional. So if you don't know about that song, then go ahead and check it out. I believe it's called Temporary. It's a real good song. If you're a parent, check it out, because it's a good song. But like I've been telling everybody, this is a different episode. So I got a special guest that I want to bring on. Are you gonna come or no? No peace signs, none of that stuff. Where you at? So this is my firstborn. I'm not going to say her name, but you could just call her J Mamas. You like that, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. So, how does it feel to be on your dad's podcast?
Very good.
All right. So, let's talk about Demon Slayer for the next, couple minutes. Where are you going? What, you don't like to talk about stuff you're interested in?
Yeah.
Be yourself. That's what I'm trying to inspire people to do. Be themselves. If they can't be themselves around people, then forget them. They could just be themselves around whoever would accept them for being themselves. If not, then just be by yourself. Exactly, y'all. So, Demon Slayer. You've seen all of the episodes, right? Which part or which character is your favorite?
Nezuko.
Why is Nezuko your favorite character?
It's because she has long hair, and then her eyes are pretty, and then I like her outfit.
That's it?
No.
Go ahead. Sit still.
And then her baboon in her mouth looks cool.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Which episode was your favorite?
When the very last one on the first Demon Slayer movie show.
Which one is that one?
When they had to fight those demons, that one girl that had that kimono thing.
You're talking about the whips?
Yeah.
That wasn't the first season. That's the entertainment district.
Oh.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite too. Like, my favorite person is, like, I got a couple of them. I'm not gonna lie. Within the entertainment district, I like Tenjin,
Who's Tenjin?
the Hashira, the one with the swords.
Oh, the one that
Well-
was trying to kill Nezuko?
No. Dang, I can't really give you a display.
What does he look like?
He's the ninja, the sound ninja.
The Sound Ninja?
And he had like the two swords chained to each other.
Oh, you mean,
That's Tenjin.
Tenjin?
Yep.
Like the spiky sword? The one that has spikes on them?
No, they didn't have spikes on them. But anyways,
You have to show me in the movies. I don't know.
of course you can't.
Like, yeah, what are you talking
So I ain't gonna lie, I saw the best episode, the best animation ever was the fight between Tenjin and the guy with the sickles. I forget his name. I
The guy
forget.
with the who?
The sickles. That's what the weapons is.
Sickles?
Yup.
What are sickles?
Like that. Goku Black.
Like
The weapon he has is a sickle.
That's not a sickle.
How are you gonna try to tell me?
That doesn't look
That
like
is a sickle. It's not a popsicle. Anyways, that hands down is the best animations ever. And even though Tenjin lost the arm, he was still handling his. And the next series is the Mist Hashira.
Oh, yeah, Dad. The Tenjin guy that you're talking about, does he have a pig mask?
No,
Okay.
but one of my other main characters that I like is Inosuke.
Oh, yeah, that guy that I'm talking about. That's the one I'm talking about.
And that's a boar's head.
A boar's head? I thought that was a pig. Wait.
Pigs and boars are within the same family tree.
Do they look different?
Yes. Pigs are bald. Well, I think they got like little hair, and boars got like a lot of hair. I don't know. If y'all think I'm wrong, then correct me. I'm not a zoologist. But yeah, Inosuke is funny. At first, my sister-in-law would talk about that her favorite character was Zenitsu, I think his name is.
Yeah, the one that had the yellow hair.
Yup.
That's-
He was funny at first, but after realizing that he was always like
He always
screaming and crying about something. Is the noodles done, or is it just sitting there? It's probably jacked. She's making.
And I haven't put it in yet.
Oh my God. She's making spaghetti. So, yeah. But Inosuke is my favorite. But as for fighting styles, Tenjin. Hands down, Tenjin is like the dopest. And I am upset. Like the last season I seen was the Mist Hashira. After that, I haven't seen anything until they drop it on Netflix. So Inosuke is number 2. Then it's number 1 is Tenjin. And then yeah. So with all that being said, y'all, it's already been 50 minutes of the podcast, so I'm doing a little closure right now. So if you're not one of my subscribers, go ahead and hit that subscribe. I believe that there's a little notification thingy that you can put on where it'll notify you whenever I upload another episode. Go ahead and comment on whatever episode you want and comment whatever it is that you would like me to talk about. Go ahead and like and share. And again, I'm trying to build up a community for everybody to come and be themselves and not be afraid to speak what it is that they want to speak, or be afraid of saying something that somebody will get offended or feel some type of way about. So come check me out. Like, subscribe, comment, share. And again, y'all, speaks nothing but facts. Later.